Hello, welcome back to Disco Elysium. It's me, aproustian. I am in the game again. Um, at the part where after I've talked to the bartender, but before I've talked to the gardener outside, I think. I assume I've already had the conversation with the bartender.
Can I help you?
By the way, I guess I can, talk to the bartender again, or excuse me, the cafeteria manager. I've seen something here at the Whirling Cart, a thing I need to talk about. Oh, and by the way, I'm going to sing karaoke here. All of those are maybe true, but now I'm nervous about talking to people more than I have to, because the last time I talked to someone, I got made fun of until I died. I mean, not literally died, but lost morale. Oh, and I can talk to you now.
Hello, sweetie.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
That's a good question. Who's...
Why, you are, officer.
Maybe I am.
Have you found anyone to be sweet to?
I had once, but then I lost her. Sure.
What was with that fucking wink?
Oh no, I can either stop winking, tap yourself on the side of the head to correct the malfunction, or do nothing. I'll stop.
I see you are still grieving. Well, I won't pry.
She smiles gently, paying no heed to the inexplicable winking.
You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself.
She slaps herself on the forehead.
I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
Her eyes glitter over the rims of her glasses, smiling.
This Lena is wacky enough for the Motley Crew. Hire her on the spot.
What? Hire her? Sweetie needs money, Sweetie. You seem to be in a chair. That does seem to be true. How'd you like to roll with me? I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't know where I am or what I'm doing or anything. I think I'll go with that.
Officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad.
Her eyes follow your movements with some concern. I drank so hard I forgot literally everything.
Oh my. You know where we are, right?
Huh. Okay, so I can either say the Whirling in Rags cafeteria, Revachol, Insulinde, which I don't know what that is on Insulinde, like a seedy hotel, a war zone at the edge of the world, or we're dead haunting each other, we're ghosts. I'll go with the
That's
Rags
right.
cafeteria.
And where is the Whirling in Rags cafeteria itself located?
In Revachol?
Yes, indeed. We are in the fine city of Revachol.
Honestly, I do know it's the disgraced capital of the world, but I don't know more about that, but I'll say
That's
that.
great. See? We're getting somewhere. What else do you know about our city of splendor?
Nothing.
Tattered as she may be.
Honestly, I don't know diddly squat about Revachol. What kind of place
How would
is
I
this?
even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I.
We are?
I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days.
There's a pause as she studies your expression. You must look quite lost.
Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes?
I don't know what year it is. Spring of 51?
That's right, dear. How splendid.
Yes.
Here, take this pen. Knowledge should always be rewarded.
Ooh, I got a thing.
Her relief is palpable. She was getting pretty worried about you there, but now she relaxes her shoulders.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
No. Democracy, a dictatorship of the proletariat. Something tells me it's not. Leaders are fierce warriors who traverse the plains on steeds. Civilization cowers before us. Governed by intelligent machines that perform calculations to determine the freest market. Everyone hustles and grinds like a badass visionary. I'm going to say I'd like to think it's the dictatorship of the proletariat, but something tells.
Oh, sweetie. It's really not. There used to be people who thought that way. Other people who wanted those things, but they all went extinct.
Oh, you know, went extinct has always struck me as such a passive phrase. It just happened. When often it's really the result of very active actions by someone
Revachol
else.
is a zone of control led by an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have almost no government of our own, and certainly no dictatorship of the proletariat.
But they still have cops.
Yeah, if there's no government, how come there are cops?
Oh dear. And you were doing so well. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
Oh no. What is the revolution you mentioned? How did I do? Who could tell me more?
You were
How did
doing
I
quite
do?
well up until the end there. It does look like you're having trouble remembering things. History and places. Remembering reality in a word. It's very odd.
A sigh. The lieutenant buries his nose in his notebook.
Sorry, Kim.
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs. And while I'm no doctor, such bouts of amnesia are often temporary, so I wouldn't worry too much.
Okay. I don't want to push here since she just said she didn't want to be the one to tell me the big stuff. Well, no, I'm curious.
Defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it. This was 42 years ago.
What does that have to do with there not being any cops?
It has something to do with everything. I really don't know how to explain it better.
Okay. Who could tell me more?
Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
She turns to the lieutenant.
No, I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez.
That's a good point. This doesn't look like Rich Central.
And we're back to this again. Interesting. How'd you like to roll with me?
Whatever do you mean?
I want you to be my wheelchaired partner in fighting crime, ridding backyards of corpses, catching sequence killers.
Sequence killers? Oh my. But I think you already have a partner, sweetie.
I guess that's
A
true.
partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree.
I know. But there are also side mysteries, sequence killers and forays into the paranatural.
I can assure you, with absolute certainty, there are no sequence killings taking place in Martinez.
Now, I am suspicious that there are going to be sequence killings taking place in Martinez.
Now, gentlemen, no need to squabble. I wouldn't be of much use to you anyway, sweetie.
3 heads are better than 2.
Thank you, but Martinez isn't the most wheelchair-accessible place, you see. I'd slow you down. Perhaps another time.
All right. I gotta get
Of
going
course,
now.
dear. Good luck with your case.
She gives you a small wave. What a delightful interaction. Okay, something that my sister Hatstan told me was that next to the time down in the bottom, it would display the amount of money I have, which is indeed 0.4. So I have 40. Incredible. She also recommended that I spend some more time in the character menu a little bit. So I am going to do some of that. So let's see. She gave me the green ape pen. A pen with a green ape head on one end. The ape has closed eyes, a kind expression adorning its face. It seems to be meditating. Oh, that's amazing. I love it. Can I... Okay, no, I can't look at the stuff on the left screen right now. I can equip this? No, I cannot equip it. Okay. What have I got here? I still have to sing karaoke. I have to get a hold of a sad song on tape still. And I need a reality lowdown. Lena encouraged you to ask others to explain the world to you in greater detail. Perhaps try a rich person? Rich people are educated. Thought cabinet. Sort thoughts by status, date, or alphabetically. What? Rolled. Lonesome long way home. A temporary research bonus. +1 encyclopedia. Factual memory returns. Research time 6 hours 5 minutes. Let's rewind. Let's trace your drunken step back home. Jump across the bridge southwest of here. Fall over. Get up. Get off the asphalt in 20 minutes. Shuffle your feet through courtyards, scaring little children. Go under the great raised motor track, the 881, till you reach Le Domaine Eminent in North Jamrock. The streets are frozen this time with ice. Walk down Main to Perdition. There's a side alley there and your footprints in the mud. So this is, oops. I was thinking about, earlier I was thinking about where did I live, and the idea was, well, maybe, like, where do I live? And so now I'm thinking about where I live. Cool. Can I think about more than one thing at once? I'm not sure I can. Because when I to others now, it's blank. So maybe just the one thing at once right now. That's fine. Okay, the other thing I wanted to look at was these, because this is where I think it's defining some of these things. Like, this is encyclopedia. Okay, so logic. So these are my intellect things that I'm good at. Okay. Logic, wield raw intellectual power, deduce the world. Call upon all your knowledge to produce fascinating trivia. I've seen that times. Practice the art of persuasion. Enjoy rigorous intellectual discourse. So I'm good at rhetoric. Drama. Play the actor. Lie and detect lies. Interesting. Conceptualization. Understand creativity. See art in the world. Visual calculus. Reconstruct crime scenes. Make laws of physics law. I like that. That's fun. Okay, these are the ones I'm worst at. Psyche. Hold yourself together. Keep your morale up. Oh, yeah. I've seen that. Inland Empire. This is the thing that I keep thinking is, Southern California, but is instead hunches and gut feelings, dreams and waking life. Okay. So your inner self is this idea. Empathy. Understand others. Work your mirror neurons. Authority. Intimidate. Assert yourself. Esprit de corps. Connect to Station 41. Understand cop culture. Not gonna be good at that, huh? Suggestion. Charm men and women. Play the puppet master. Which... Endurance. Take the world kill you. Pain threshold. Shrug off the pain. They'll have to hurt you more. Physical instrument. Flex powerful muscles. Enjoy healthy organs. Electrochemistry. Go to party planet. Love and be loved by drugs. Shivers. Raise the hair on your neck. Tune in city. And half-life. Let the body take control. Threaten people. Oh, that's what made her frightened earlier in my conversation. And hand-eye coordination. Ready, aim, and fire. Perception. See, hear, and smell everything. Let no detail go unnoticed. Reaction speed. The quickest to react. An untouchable man. Savoir-faire. Sneak under their noses. Stun with immense panache. Interfacing. Master machines. Pick locks and pockets. Composure. Straighten your back. Keep your poker face. And I am pretty good at those. Now this says something about skill points. I don't think I have any skills to like allocate to anything right now. Okay. Alright, to explore this area again, but I'm going to go ahead and cut it out because unless something is different than it was the first time, we've already seen this. Okay, and I have a new autosave, so I'm going to make my way back into the garden. Oh, right, I could pick them up if I had a bag, which I don't. Okay, let's go into the garden now.
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic.
Oh. I don't think I saw that before. We'll do the visual calculus.
No, these tracks are not interesting at all. Let the street sweeper just sweep them away.
No! I had a 72% chance. Terrible. What kind of vehicle drove through here?
Your vision is blurred and you're having difficulty concentrating thanks to your relentless hangover. Cop
Why
habit.
am I looking at this?
You look at everything. This isn't case related, you think.
Alright, well, apparently not. Although, I wonder if it was the sound of whatever car woke me up in the morning, because that's right outside my room. Interesting. Okay, kid. Let's do this. But first I'm going to investigate the rest of this trash thing. R wears a crown on the ribbon below, the light above descending. Go of the municipality of Revachol. Okay. It's Revachol dumpster.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags. The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
How do we get the lock
open? We could try
open?
using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage.
Oh. Or
we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
That's a good idea.
He might also have information. This is better than the pry bar idea.
It's true. You know what? I am reticent to talk to... I am gonna go ask for a key to the trash. Hello, guards.
Can I help you?
Is the trash container out back yours?
Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
But yes, that's what
Thank
I
you
meant.
for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? to keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors, too. They put their trash there, and they don't pay for the garbage company.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you.
I wonder what this feeling is.
Prod at him and find out.
Okay. Yeah, doesn't it seem callous to you, guarding even your leftovers from the poor?
Callous? What are you, Kras Mazov? Almost all establishments in Revachol keep their trash locked. The whirling in rags is not special in that regard.
Okay, but even if everybody does it...
Krasmazov, nom de guerre, was an economist and a historical materialist. He was a leading figure on the Grad side of the Centennial Revolution, where he headed the 9-day government. Mazov is
interesting.
considered the father of scientific communism, Mazovian thought, or Mazovianism.
Now, it's interesting because he says 9 and it says 11, and I wonder if that's just something they changed late. Anyways. Maybe I am Krasmazov. I'm no Krasmazov. I don't know if that means, like, I'm not... I'll say it because it's true, even though I seem to... Maybe I don't know.
No one was implying you were, officer. Where were we?
Alright, we need those
What do you need
keys.
them for?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
Okay. Now I have keys to the dumpster. So here's something I think that they told me at some point, or that I just really realized, is that time only advances in dialogue. So I can kind of walk around and dither as much as I need to, which I appreciate.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags.
Let's open the padlock.
With a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open. It should now be possible to simply raise the lid. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't.
Oh. What's this?
Just a feeling. A warning from some part of you.
Well, but... Oh, God. But I need to know what's in there, right? I'm
The
gonna open the
smell of
lid.
rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
Okay, I gained some experience.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
Okay, look under the boxes of
You
carton.
see milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. Some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. You've done this before. The movements are recorded in your elbows, the methodology in your fingers. You're used to this.
Used to what? Dumpster diving?
No, searching for evidence in the trash. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below, and turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however.
Pick at the rags.
Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers.
Grab.
As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
Oh no.
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay. Drop them in here, officer.
Okay, let's bag the
Guitar
trousers.
marked blue jeans. Pockets empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt, too. A white belt. The loops appear stretched, but
He looks into the container.
The belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here.
Something slimy catches your eye.
Reach for
A
it.
drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
Bag the shirt.
This is a military-type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. Anything more?
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye. But other than that,
Yeah, thrown out towel, a mug, that's all.
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force.
Okay, see, this is good because now I have a reason to talk to the kid. I think my big problem last time with my conversation was that I didn't really have a specific goal with, and now I do. Oh, we need to ask the kid who put them here.
What's he on about? Kids? You hear that, Kuno? He thinks you're an infant or something.
Oh boy.
See?
Yeah. You think someone from the whirling might have been involved, maybe?
Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash. The lid was locked, and his establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread.
the
Okay.
lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container.
I don't think I want to search the food waste, but I will grab
You
the
pick
mug.
out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction of the yellow man frolicking in saffron,
An antique?
only in its social sensibility.
I guess I'm taking the mug. The lieutenant briefly glances at the mug, then returns his sight to the
You've
trash.
acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to the Interact tab in your inventory.
Search the food waste while
It's
I'm
just
here.
organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands. Apple and potato peels mostly. Unidentified sludge, and the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure. But hey,
I am glad that even though they say it's slimy on my hands, my character is wearing gloves.
what's this?
What?
A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Looks like the corner of something.
Pick it out.
Something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes, written in a man's handwriting.
Officer, is that your paperwork?
Oh no. Oh no. No, it can't be.
Yes, it is. Look. This plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form.
A miserable looking slip of paper sticks to the board. This was the gut instinct. Secret task complete. Work. My god, they're secret tasks.
If you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash?
It has a foreboding quality. Maybe I needed to lose it for the great bloodletting to begin. I think I didn't want to be a cop anymore, so I threw it away. That is what I think.
Well,
He doesn't know what to say.
lucky we found it. You should take stock of what remains, just to be sure some has not made it into the hands of the RCM's adversaries. Organized crime and the like. There might have been police secrets in your notes.
Okay, I'll do that.
It would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Now, tell me what your eagle eyes see. Or are we finished?
I think
Some
we are
items,
finished.
such as the ledger you found, are interactable. Go to your inventory and select the Interact tab to read your paperwork.
The container sounds a muffled gong.
Okay,
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
I think we did. Let's leave. And now I've got things to interact with. Oh, in the interact thing. Alright, so the yellow man mug, I interact with, seems to be a cheap knockoff of some colonial era antique.
It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here? Not much.
There's quite a lot to read into here, actually. Look at all that
Oh
content.
boy, here we go. What are you going to say about a broken, tossed-away mug that you dug out of the garbage?
Huh. I'm gonna use that as an example of what not to do.
But it was in the trash. Why not just call it out when you see it? Or do some volunteering work. Just finish your case, detective.
Yes, yes. Self. Okay. Where is my menu? Okay, here we go. My ledger. This is the ledger you found in the trash. It's full of notes written in a Manston's cursive. Take a closer look. Maybe it can be salvaged to start keeping notes on the case.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
Oh boy. Anything else?
There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper, desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard. It's a metaphor for you.
Oh no, I've been called out.
Thank you, waterlogged ledger, for spelling it out for us.
Oh, and it was challenging. Got a success. Okay. Spike the
It's
toilet
just
paper.
toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want.
Maybe it's kitchen tissue. They look exactly the same. No, I will just
Still
take it
wet.
off.
The toilet paper peels off the plastic easily. All you have to do is shake it off with your finger and voila! The ledger now looks marginally better.
Inspect the clip.
An aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A regular pencil, the tip worn down to nothing, has been attached to the clip.
Run your fingers across the aluminium.
The surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescence. You don't know how you didn't notice it before. Looks like an official mark, made to be low visibility outside the right circumstances.
Hey, Lieutenant, what is this?
What? That thing. It's a halogen watermark. We use it for adding information to RCM property.
Interesting. What kind of
It
information?
depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my station number and address. The information varies by date of issue.
Maybe yours will have how many cases you've solved.
How can I read
Any
it?
capable light with the right wavelength will do.
Like, for example.
All RCM vehicles have headlights designed to reveal halogen watermarks. Mine
Oh,
too.
interesting. Okay, so when we go back to Katsuragi's car, we'll need to use the shortwave radio and the headlights.
This means you can read the watermarks if you just turn the lights on.
Okay.
Thank you.
While a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand, it's a sorry sight.
Alright, browse the white
They're
papers.
not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered with faint red lines forming short paragraphs. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
What is there? What are they about?
Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact number is hard to estimate due to missing pages and an odd naming convention. But there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases undertaken, not completed, mind you.
It, huh?
It's the middle of March. You have attempted 2 cases a week on average. What do you mean? Is that all?
Is 2 cases a week a good case, Lieutenant?
Huh? 2 complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes. You really have to push yourself. I would not suggest it, lest you start making mistakes.
2 cases a week appears to have been my load, Lieutenant. I'm not sure I completed them, though.
2? That's a lot. I didn't mean to say you are making mistakes, by the way. That was presumptuous of me.
I'm sure I made plenty of mistakes.
It's okay. We all make mistakes.
I like Froggy.
Like a fan of gills, the checkered papers dry in your hand. The handwriting is extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
Alright, naming convention?
Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet, still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name. A title, one might say even. One that draws inspiration from snoop fiction and vespertine cop show staples.
Oh my, and they're written in capital letters, too.
Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural.
Huh.
Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders. Another yet, The Unsolvable Case. Others appear more light-hearted. The guys on a couch in an unexpected location, and the murder at the hookah parlor. Even the rare article-free collapsing tenement. Murder features prominently throughout.
Interesting.
It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done. Once you're done inspecting them up close.
Yeah, I'll see what Kim thinks about this.
You mean the alphanumeric? Officer, precinct, time of arrival at the scene?
No, I mean...
Oh, you mean the titular? Yes, well, so do I. In our defense, almost everyone in the RCM does.
Why is that?
It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves.
I seem to have named a case the Square Bullet Hole Murders.
Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one the man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real. Still, I named it that, to amuse myself. I pray his loved ones never find out.
Interesting. Yeah.
Rail spiked through the head. He died. It was a workplace accident.
I have to open an official case. Is there room?
There is, for precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish.
Oh, that sounds excellent for my
Once all the
purposes.
tasks are accomplished, the case is complete.
Commit to paper using the pen Lena gave you. Look at me collecting all of the pieces I need.
The tasks you've completed flow out of the kind green ape pen in a brash freehand similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple. A language developed for mental rigor and simplicity. Inspect the victim's body. Interview the cafeteria manager. It's not exactly poetry, but poetry would be out of place.
Cross out the ones you've already
A
finished.
satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. And you, and you. You're a swashbuckler with that pen, Harry, and it feels good. Feels like completion. Things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the citizens' militia. Now all that remains is to name the case.
Lieutenant, have you by any chance named our case?
No, actually. Any ideas?
The Hanged Man, the Furies are at home in the mirror, the setting sun, shit on a stick. I will go with the Hanged Man.
Great. That's great. That's actually what I was thinking too. The Hanged Man. Good, strong name. We have a very good name for the case now.
Yay!
I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out.
Oh, I get a new skill point from... I guess I leveled up with my XP. Alright, I am done
You don't
inspecting
exactly
those.
close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now.
Oh, can I read the case files now? Didn't I already?
Yes, you can piece them together using the alphanumeric code on the margin. It always begins with HDB41, then date of initialization and time of arrival on the scene, followed by the title. For example, HDB 41120111700, the next world mural.
Yeah, wait, HDB 41? What are those? Officer Precinct?
Why, yes, your precinct number is 41.
HBD, so those are the initials. Harry something.
Every last alphanumeric in the files begins with it. And these are your case files. It's safe to say HDB are your initials.
I think you meant to say RAC, Raphael Ambrosius Costor. I'm gonna say... I mean, I know it's not these. Horace Debbie Berenger, Hram Darjan Bizakin. I don't know what to say
got
to
nothing
that.
here either. Logic really isn't the best faculty to have this conversation with. But it's the one you got. So sorry.
How long does it take to read a case file?
It takes
or
about
case?
half an hour to piece one together, using the system you've devised. Where do you want to start?
I can revisit that.
Not much has changed in the meanwhile. A bunch of sodden papers still sags from the clipboard.
Okay. I will browse the yellow papers.
In the back, you see thin, translucent copier paper. Some neon yellow, some bright red, all covered in boxes, like marching armies. These look like official forms, waiting to be filled out. Then rip them from the binder and hand them out, according to type of form.
Type of forms are there?
3. The topmost are misconduct fines. The middle ones are station calls. And the bottommost are field autopsy forms. Each is easy enough to make sense of. You don't have to be an intellectual giant to do police work.
Misconduct fines, station calls, field autopsy forms.
A monetary penalization ranging from 20 to 250 real. Severe cases allow for 1,000 real, but that requires special paperwork. The details of issuing these fines are spread out over the rest of the fields, but they appear pleasantly vague.
I see. So they can be used at your discretion.
These are quite sinister in turn. They give a date and time for the person to appear at the specified precinct police station. Below the call are the criminal charges you risk by not appearing. All in a print so small it could be considered downright cute. A
Field
dozen
autopsy.
pages of thin copy paper, bright red in color. You see the parameters of a deceased human form waiting to be filled in. Age, sex, condition of internal organs. Yes, all that remains now is to fill those forms and hand them to people. Fines for wrongdoers, interview requests for bad guys, and field autopsies to dead guys. The rest of the stinking cellulose is much worse for wear. Being sandwiched between the board and the rest of the paperwork must have spared the fragile copier paper. It's made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone to submission with. The edges are rounded, however. The U4 size board feels thick and heavy in your hand. Light shimmers on its wet surface. On the back you see the embossed letters, RCM.
Shake the letter?
Something rattles inside, ever so lightly.
Oh.
Is there a hidden compartment? And something small inside, light, made of paper or cardboard, or dried flowers perhaps. Permeables. It's not hidden per se. The compartment is made for permeable materials, that would get damaged if something happened to it.
Peek
The
inside.
plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it is not see-through. You cannot see to its center.
How would I open it?
With your hands, you four-sized pages hang from the clip screwed to the top of the board.
Okay. I'll try it. Hey!
The two sides of the board appear slightly misaligned, like a drawer that's come off its slides. If you bend the plastic on your knee slowly, the slides snap back into place. It should be possible to just,
Slide the drawer open.
without resistance or sound, the two panels move against each other. The compartment is now open.
What's inside?
2 ticket stubs and a handmade postcard.
That seems like overkill. Pick up the ticket
2
stubs.
octopuses are smiling, reaching their tentacles toward each other in the colored pencil drawings. The tickets permit access to the zoo in Revachol East. The aquarium costs extra. These let you go there, too.
That sounds delightful. Pick up the card.
Thin wax paper has been glued to a piece of cardboard. Sounds like leaves rustling when you pick it up. You see violet flowers, floral patterns, patches of glue.
Smell it
It
first.
smells of chewing gum, apricot flavored.
That's surprising.
A touch of cinnamon, the end of summer. You think the label says tutti frutti.
Open it.
Familiar handwriting lines the inside of the card. Looped, round letters in a woman's hand.
Oh boy.
A young woman in her 20s. There is care, effort, and a smile, you think. Although that is not something you can read from someone's handwriting. Harry, it begins. You're already reading. I wanted to write you a letter so you can read it when you wake up. Maybe it will make you happy.
Keep reading.
Your hand shakes, holding the card. Every morning when I step out and you're asleep behind me, it says, I find a little piece of sadness in me. I carry it in my chest, down Voyager Road. Every step I take, it grows. By the time I reach the fuel station, it has filled me entirely. I step onto the light rail and look back. Sparks fall from the bow collector. I know it will be like this until late afternoon, when I get off the 42 and walk back to you.
Keep reading.
You. Every step I take will get lighter. It almost makes me run. Sometimes I do. I can't believe I met you. I can't believe the happiness I feel with you. You have a vast, vast soul, and I will always, always, always come back to it.
Oh my god. That's heartbreaking.
Kisses, kisses, kisses. You feel the air sucked out of your lungs and the blood sucked out of your head. Everything around you gets dark. Small white dots appear. Sparks fall like snow from the bow collector. A streetcar distancing. You feel the ledger slip from your hand.
Oh no.
No. Hold on.
Hold
To
on.
what? There's nothing.
Detective, is everything all right?
Fall sideways is my only option. Oh no. Wait, did I... What is going on? What?
There is nothing.
Oh, no. Did it start me over? I didn't even like get a game over. It just started me over.
Again.
Oh. Oh, there's nothing again.
Nothing sad, brother. No treachery. Just blackout.
I think I'm just here in my brain again.
Well, Almost nothing. There is the ground below you. That's still there. And the small light that's on, fluttering, somewhere in the basal ganglia.
Who's that?
That's me. Blue eyes, that's me.
And who was that?
Who was what?
He speaks of the sickening longing, the unwell emotion. Even in the darkness, he's grasping for it. Still trying to hold on to the great sorrows slipping in the water. Slimy.
Yeah, that's the stuff.
Here in the paleo-mammalian cortex, we call it the shadow. Because it's always there.
White morning.
Tell him. Tell him.
Ah,
What?
yes. In the old factory system, they call it the apricot chewing gum scented one. It's unhealthy of them to linger on it so. But as they say, what do you do?
Smelled so nice.
It didn't smell nice. It smelled like betrayal.
Did it? Is that the X something?
Bloated corpse of the past resurfacing.
Yes, that.
Don't prod at it. It will start moving again.
Where is Voyager Road?
There is no Voyager Road. There are no roads, no houses, no lights in the windows. It's all on pause.
There was something about a bow collector, too.
Yeah, man. What was that about? Bloated
The X
corpse of the past
Say it was
resurfacing.
beautiful.
Beautiful. Believe me, stupid ape. Its lack of beauty was not the problem.
Enough. Just lie there
You
motionless.
think they would let you? Until you disintegrate into biomolecules? No. Someone is breathing on your face now, inspecting your pupils, stupid idiot.
What is that? It's cold.
Yes, they're pouring something on you. It's in you. And
It's delicious.
Oh,
Glowing lights on a dashboard emerge out of nothingness.
where am
In the
I?
upholstered cabin of Lieutenant Kitsuragi's motor carriage, seated in the driver's basket. The air is thick with leatherworks and heavy fuel oil. Cold water runs down your chin.
Drink. Water.
If you say so,
The water
absolutely.
is cold, silvery, the stuff of life itself as it pours down your parched throat. The pounding in your head recedes. The darkness parts.
Drink. You haven't drunk water in 2 days. Did you know the human body is not made to survive on alcohol alone? You need a secondary form of hydration.
I guess I'll drink.
With greedy gulps, you down half a liter of cold water. Some of it spills on the driver's seat. The lieutenant pays no heed to it.
What happened?
I should ask you
You
the
were reading
same.
your paperwork. Then you passed out. I carried you to my kinema to take you to the
Oh.
hospital. Then you came to.
That was the sound of the car I heard earlier, the kinema.
10 minutes, maybe.
Alright. I came in contact with the burnt out ruins of the past, Lieutenant.
That does sometimes happen.
He hands you the remains of your ledger. Okay. I of failure and hatred.
He replies with such understanding, it's as if the burnt-out ruins of the past were an occupational hazard. Athlete's foot for cops.
You dropped these. Are you okay to proceed?
Let's solve it.
Good.
The Ledger
Okay.
of Failure and Hatred is a special item that can be used both as an interactable and a tool equipped in your held slot for skill bonuses. Find it under the Tools tab in your inventory.
Okay. I think that's gonna have to be where that was fascinating. I really talking to Kuno again today, but then it turned out there was so much more that I'm not even done with. Next time we shall keep on. Alright, catch you later. Bye.